Hi everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Y'all, if you've ever thought about getting a sticker maker, or you have a certain sticker maker and you might be thinking about another one, this is the video for you. Stay tuned. Welcome to my channel. I am so glad that you decided to stop by. Welcome to all of my new subscribers. Welcome to all of my new friends. And welcome back to all of my longtime subscribers and longtime friends. Thank you guys so much for the wonderful way in which you support me. And thank you so much for allowing me to be a proud Mima and share my granddaughter's video with you guys. For those of you who haven't seen it, I'll have the video linked in the description box below. I love my Xyron sticker makers. I have been a Xyron sticker maker user since they came out with this little X probably about maybe 2 decades ago. I don't remember, but it was the first time that I ever knew about Xyron, and I learned about it through one of the home shopping channels. I'm not sure if it was HSN or QVC, which one it was back then, but I saw this little thing and I kept thinking, what kind of magic is that? And so I ordered one, and I quickly discovered it's the magic that I need. So over time, Xyron has come out with a variety of sticker maker sizes, and each size handles a certain width. Now they even have one that's disposable. I haven't tried that because I want something that I can reuse and refill. So what I'm going to do today is share with you the sticker makers that I own and how and when I decide to use them. Now, y'all, this is not a sponsored promotion for Xyron. They have not provided any of the machines that I'll be showing today. They have not provided any of the adhesives, and they have not compensated me in any way to do this. This just happens to be one of those times when I thought I would give you a behind-the-scenes look of some of the things that I use very frequently, not necessarily when I'm crafting on camera, but when I'm crafting. And in my videos, I do refer to my Xyron sticker makers a lot, and that generates a lot of questions. So for those of you who are new to paper crafting, or for those of you who might not have any knowledge regarding sticker makers, hopefully this overview, along with demonstrations, might help you to decide whether or not a sticker maker is something that you might want to add to your craft tool arsenal. Now, as always, this is optional. This isn't anything that you must have to be a successful paper crafter. These are just some of the things that I use. But if you don't have a Xyron, you don't have to go out and buy one, because there are so many ways that you can apply adhesive, as you see me do on the channel, without using one of my machines. But today, it is going to be all about these particular machines because they generate a lot of questions. So let me switch to the overhead view and we'll talk about these sticker makers. All right, so what I have out on my desk right now are 3 sticker makers. I have the X, which will apply adhesive to items up to 1 inch in width. Then I have the sticker mini, which will apply adhesive to items up to 2.5 inches in width. Then I have the Xyron Creotopia. This will apply adhesive up to items 9 inches in width. And then I have a Xyron Creotopia that I'll bring out in a few minutes, and it will apply adhesive to our 12-inch pieces. So some of you are probably asking, why do you have so many different machines? Can't one do the job of all of them combined? And the answer to that is yes. The Creotopia can apply adhesive up to 12 inches. So I can put anything that needs to become a stickable on that particular machine. But sometimes I only need to apply adhesive to something really small, and it's financially a waste to pull out one of the bigger machines to apply adhesive when I really only need to apply adhesive to something small. And I'm going to show you what I mean. I'm just going to take out a few small pieces. If I needed to apply adhesive to these, I would pull out the X because I really don't need to pull out this one. And I definitely don't need to pull out anything larger. So the way that the X works, right here on the inside, you're going to see an arrow. And all you do is you take your item and you place your piece in face up. So whatever side you want showing on your project, that needs to be face up. And then you'll have this slot. You put it in the slot like that. Then on this end, you're going to have paper sticking out, and you just pull it through, and you can see there is my piece of ephemera now has sticky on it. So I am going to go ahead and just take these two, because they're nice and narrow, put those in together like that, and then I'll pull, and now I have my sticky there. So I'll just keep doing that until I have my pieces covered. And I'm okay with showing this for demonstration purposes because I will save these, and now I have stickers at the ready when I want them. And I actually allowed too much space in between there. I could have put these closer together and saved some of my sticky. But once you're ready, you have this plastic bar here that has teeth on it, and you just tear. So then I'm just going to smooth that out, and then on the top you're going to have this clear plastic film. That's not the sticker. The sticker is actually now applied to the back of this. So I don't know if you can see that sheen, but that has the sticky on it. I'm going to cover this because I'm just going to save it for when I want to use these. So that is how I would use the X. I would use the X whenever I have small pieces that need adhesive. So I am going to take this and just put it over here. And I'm going to bring in this one. This one actually applies adhesive to pieces that are 2.5 inches wide. And whereas this won't fit in here, it will fit in here. And all of these work the same. So you take your piece, you feed it through like that. You'll see the grooves on your machine. You'll have grooves on both sides, and you just put your piece that you want to turn into a stickable right in between the grooves. And on this one, you don't pull, you have a knob, and you turn. And there's my sticker. So I would also use it for something like this that's too wide for the X, but I might have a need to go ahead and get some quick sticky. Then this is what I would use it for. And just like with the X, you have the teeth, and you just tear off. So now we have sticky on the back. This is now a sticker. So I can save these as well. So when I have a need for a piece this size, but it will not fit in this, then I'll use this, especially if I'm only sticking one piece. There is no need for me to use the big machines for the one piece. And if you want it, there's a 3-inch and then there's a separate 5-inch. But what I have found myself using most of the time is either this one, which is the Xyron Creotopia, or my big one, which is the Xyron Creotopia. Now this one has an adapter. I don't have the adapter because I don't want the adapter. But if I didn't want to use 9 inches worth here, there is a 5-inch adapter cartridge that goes into this one, so that if you needed to use 5 inches of coverage versus 12, you can do that in this one machine. So I am going to bring in some of my scrap Christmas paper that I saved from last year. And I'll just show you a little bit. Now this is a very large piece. It would not fit in a 5x5. I don't need to use my 12-inch machine on this because you can see that it fits in this nicely. Now that I have this room over here, I always look for an opportunity where I can use all of my sticky space so that I can take advantage and not waste. So now that I have my pieces down, there is an arm on this one, and all you do is you crank it through like that. And then here on the back, you actually have a trimmer blade on this one, and you just go across and you trim. So you're able to see how on this one we can get a larger piece, and then we can add some smaller pieces just for the sake of saving space and getting sticky on as many things as possible at once. Now we could have placed this in the 2.5-inch machine. However, since I had this open space here, I just decided to go ahead and add something just to get sticky on the back, because I know I'll be using this and I'll need to put adhesive on the back anyway. Now with this machine, you get 25 feet of sticky. That's a lot of sticky, guys. So depending on how you use it, this will last you a very long time. And when you are using it, just make sure that you try to maximize as much space as possible every time that you do a project. If you have a bag of ephemera like this, and you know you're going to use these as stickers anyway, go ahead and just start filling in and adding the sticky to these, so that when you do need them, they already have the sticky on them, and you have utilized as much of the sticky space as possible without wasting. I'll give you a quick look at the inside of this. So all you do is you press this button, lift up, open that piece, and you have a drop-in cartridge. So this cartridge, when you're out of sticky, you just lift this out and replace it with a new cartridge. And it's very easy, because you'll see the grooves on the side, and you just feed it down into those grooves, and then you just let the open portion of that cartridge that has paper hanging down, you just let that fall into the natural place in the machine, and you're good to go. So it really is a drop-in and use machine. All right, so what I have on my desk right now is my Xyron Creotopia. And y'all, this is a workhorse for me. I use it a lot. It has a very large footprint, so I tend to keep it in one spot in my crafting space. Each adhesive cartridge has 40 feet on it. So that means if I wanted to, I could take 40 sheets of 12 by 12 paper, run it through this machine, and put adhesive on all 40 sheets. I've never done that, and I actually would never do that. But if I wanted to, I could. I have had my Xyron Creotopia since the beginning times of the Creotopia. When I started my Xyron collection, I started with the X. And then from the X, I immediately went to the Creotopia when it came out, because covered 12 by 12. Then somewhere in the interim, I realized that I wasn't always covering 12 by 12s, but I was covering greater than 1 inch. And I needed a sticker maker that didn't require me to use all 12 inches. And that's why I started going towards the 2.5 inch as well as the 9 inch. Now the Creotopia is not on the market anymore. It's a discontinued item. The cartridges are still available on the market. You can find those by doing a Google search, but the machine itself is not commercially sold anymore. I did look on eBay, and there are quite a few Creotopias out there. Guys, I will say this, and you can take it for all it's worth. I personally would not pay any more than $140 shipped for a Creotopia. That's me. But if you want to take a look at what's available on eBay, go out to ebay.com and type in Xyron Creotopia, and you will see a few come up from time to time. I really wish that Xyron would bring this back on the market, because here is what makes this machine so special. I am going to take this sheet of 12 by 12 cut aparts, and I am going to run them through my Creotopia. So just like with the others, there is a guide tray. You put it in face up, and then I am just going to rotate this arm that is here on the side, and feed that through. Then just like with the 9 inch, we have this cutter, and now I have adhesive coverage on this entire sheet of cut aparts. So whenever I'm ready to go back and cut these out, all I have to do is place them in my trimmer and trim out, and now I have cut apart stickers. If I wanted to add some of my scraps, and I put the scraps in like this, then I have all of this extra space in the middle. I am just going to start feeding through some of my ephemera pieces like this, and I'm trying to make sure that I maximize as much of that sticky space as possible. So I am just going to put this one in right there. And you can see everything's coming out. Then I'm just going to turn it. And now I'll use my blade to go back and trim. And now you can see I have my stickers on these pieces. I can use these as background mats. And then I've turned my ephemera pieces into stickers as well. So that is the beauty of the Creotopia. Just like with the Xyron Create Station, it is a drop-in cartridge, just like with this one. It is a drop-in cartridge. You just pull up, take it out to replace it, and then close it. So they're very easy to use. This one, I think when I bought mine, it was about $15. Now the Creotopia, I cannot remember how much I paid for it because like I said, I bought it back in the beginning times of this machine. So I remember thinking at the time it was a little bit pricey, but I know it was under $200 when I bought it. And this one, when I bought mine, I paid $42 for it. I looked at it on Amazon recently and I think it's being sold for $85. But I checked Michael's, and y'all, Michael's is selling this for about $170. That is ridiculous. So if you're interested in getting one of these sticker makers, just make sure you do your homework and you do some price comparison. Don't think that just because it's in your favorite craft store, it has to be the best deal going, because that's not necessarily the case. So make sure that you do some research. When I was researching this one online, because this one is definitely still available, I found prices that range from $77 to $170. So it is definitely worth doing your homework if you're interested in this. But like I said, I'm sharing these because I get so many questions about the sticker makers that I do use on the channel. I use mine for the sake of efficiency and convenience, but there are other ways to accomplish getting something to stick to our paper and to our projects. There are also other ways to accomplish turning ephemera into stickers. So I hope that this demo has been helpful. If you're thinking about getting a sticker maker, leave me a comment and let me know which one of these three you might be interested in getting, or if you're going to go on the hunt for the big boy, the Xyron Creotopia. And if you never choose to get a sticker maker, that's okay too. But I hope that you have found this video enjoyable. If you have, please hit the like button. If you are not a subscriber to my channel, I would love to have you join this amazing online crafting family. You guys, as always, please be safe, be kind, be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.